lift me over your shoulders. If you're new to the channel, just click on this video, like the video, and subscribe. Don't be a weirdo. For our current subscriber, I want to say I thank y'all, I love y'all. We 16 deep, and we going strong like we 100K deep. Let's go, baby. We're growing so fast, and I just want to make sure I show y'all love and let y'all know I appreciate y'all, because I think that last video it was like, I think like maybe like 12 or something like that. We grown, making progress. Any progress is better than no progress, you feel me? So I just want to say I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. To all my new people that just clicked on this video, I go by the name of Dion. Subscribe, consider liking the video somewhere throughout this video. If you don't like it, that's fine as well, but it's free 99, so why not? But I ain't gonna keep this intro too long, so let's get right to the video. Hey. So I come from a big family. When you come from a big family, there's nothing ordinary about your life. From the way you live to when you have dinner, the birthday, holidays, things of that sort. Your upbringing is very different from, you know, if you were like, you had like maybe like 1 or 2 siblings. I ain't had 1 or 2 siblings. I had 5 brothers, and I grew up with my cousins. So back then, like, cause I'm 25 now. I don't know why I thought about that. I'm 25 now, so like a couple years back, like growing up with your cousins, like in that era, it was like completely different. It was actually lit. Like that's when you like they would come over, play video games, stuff like that, and that's what we did as kids. So like growing up at that time was like it was kind of crazy because of like some of the stuff that we did. We used to get in so much trouble. Man, listen, like, and to raise a couple of boys, it takes a very rare individual. So I want to say shout out to moms. I love you. You know, without you, I wouldn't be here. I don't know where I would be. So I love you. But it definitely takes a strong individual. She is superwoman, because the things we did was very outrageous. I can't lie. And unfortunately, I was cursed by being the youngest. And not only that, but the shortest at the time. Well, it still is. So life for me was a lot more rough growing up with them, and they showed no mercy. When Mom Dukes went to work, let's just say, only God can save me. We used to get in a lot of trouble, and we used to do a lot of crazy things. A particular memory that I do remember us doing as kids growing up was, at that time, I was into wrestling crazy. I was a WWE fan. A WWE fan as well. You know what I'm talking about. My favorite wrestler was Rey Mysterio at the time, because he was a lit wrestler. I can't lie, he's a lit wrestler. But at the time, not only was I interested, my brothers were too, two of my cousins. So we were really, really huge fans. So we used to actually like cut out cardboard boxes and cut them into shapes of the like wrestling titles, like the belts and stuff like that, bro. And then when my mom used to leave and like go to work, we used to we used to put all the mattresses together and put it in one room, so it was like a ring, so that nobody got hurt. But somebody always got hurt, because we was just kind of like crazy, especially like if we didn't want to lose that belt, we was fighting to death almost. Like we took it serious, because like that belt was a belt. Like we was not about to lose our title. That was us, like we was kids, so like that was like we took it to heart. So I don't think I ever got a title. I'm not gonna lie, like I think I always lost. I'm not too sure. Then again, I might have, like, but I know my brothers, I don't think my brothers fought. I think that they used to set me and my cousins, our little cousins, up to fight, so they could watch for their sense of humor, because I don't remember them ever actually fighting. So I just know when I fought my cousins, it was literally like, it was like Sasuke and Naruto, like that, like the final battle, like Goku and Vegeta. Like we was like going at it, boy. Oh my God. Remember how I told y'all that I was the smallest out of the bunch? and how life wasn't easy for me, and they didn't make it easy for me, and they didn't care, you know. Our brothers didn't, like, they showed no mercy, like I said before. My mom used to leave for work, you know. It was like chaos would break out, like. So whatever happened in that moment of like what we did, like from the time she left and the time she came back, we would take advantage. And maybe not only that, but my mom wasn't there to protect me, because you know when she's there, they ain't gonna really do too much. But man, listen, when she left, oh my God, I would get beat up, jumped. Oh my God, yo, and there was this one like wrestling move that my brothers had made up, and they used to do to me and my little cousins. And I don't mean to use the Lord's name in vain, but it was called the Jesus. This move had me traumatized of heights. My brother was at least 5'10" or higher. And at that time, I would give myself, I was probably like 4'9", maybe 4'7", something around that range. I was shorter than him, like I said before. So, being that he was way taller than me, that imagining being up that high never occurred to me. So, when he put me in that kind of like, this move, it had me positioned so weirdly, and like this is why it made me so traumatized of like heights, and like just the fear of like, I don't know, just fear in general. He created fear, like for real. This move, he would lift me over his shoulders. My back is towards whatever is behind me. So I'm the face this way. My back is this way, and my arms are spread out this way. And he has me like lifted over his shoulders, like over behind his, like over his head. This is like another foot added to his height. So he would literally lift me over his shoulders and then slam me onto like the bed or whatever was like in front of him. He never slammed me on the floor, but I'm just like, he would slam me onto the bed, and like my body, my soul, like while I'm in that air, like, oh my God, I'm contemplating on like, I'm just thinking about life and like what's about to happen to me. Like, is my soul gonna be still in my body when I land on that mattress? Like, as he's lifting me, he would literally jump and then throw me. Man, when I tell you, that fall felt like forever. I felt like Ghost when Tariq shot him. Although there was a large group of us growing up, my mom always kept us in check. Being that I grew up with my cousins, my 5 brothers, her living room and dining room couldn't be caught dead in there. She had like in her dining room, she had like a nice like chandelier, like it was a glass chandelier, and like she had like glass cabinets and like cups and stuff like that. So she was like daring for us to like break something in there. If you broke something in there, man, listen, that was like doing prison. It's like, what? Are you crazy? Like breaking something on your mom's? Are you nuts? Then the living room was no better. Like it was like either you was in your room or you was just like, you was outside. You was not playing in that lady's house. The living room was no better. She had glass cabinets in there. Although there was a TV in there, it was just for show. You was not about to be watching TV in there. In the sofa, it was plastic wrapped. Are you crazy? You was not sitting on that couch. I don't care how tired and exhausted you was. And her carpet was always fresh. So if she knew if somebody was in there, cause like you could see the footprints and all that. But us being boys, we always have to test the theory. So now and then we would play in the house and think we would get away with it because she would go to work. And there was one particular time, and I was playing in the house, I think he was playing like tag or something. Like me and my cousin playing tag, and he was running like in and out of the kitchen, and then like he ran into the living room. I don't know why he ran in the living room. Like, no, we're not supposed to be there. Kids being kids, you know. My mom had like a column. She had a King Tut statue head, and it was sitting on the column. It was sitting on a column, like against the wall, and like as soon as you walk in, it was right there. So like we was running, and I bumped into it, and I kid you not, the whole statue cracked. And I remember I tried to glue it back to where it was. That was probably the worst thing I could have ever done, because it was like almost like I was insulting my mom's intelligence, because I ended up putting it back up there. And like soon as she walked in, she's seen that wasn't the same statue she saw when she left it. So it ended foul for me. Let's just say that, because it ended foul for me. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I learned my lesson from that situation, because I don't think I ever got caught in there ever again. Although my mom went to work, she couldn't always be home to monitor what we did. My grandmother lived with us, so that was actually like, I wouldn't say worse, but we were still being surveillanced. Whatever went wrong, my grandmother low-key always knew, and she was snitching. I'm not gonna lie. It would be over for us. There was no escaping like what was gonna happen to us. Like, I don't know. I still don't know to this day like why we even like tested her intelligence. Like we never had a chance. But I'm not gonna lie. Like, although like my brothers did traumatize me, there were a lot of good things I was able to get from them, and to learn from like having like older siblings. Good ways off the bat, you know. Especially like when you get older, you start to appreciate a lot of things. And like as I got older, they did a lot of things. And I definitely I always appreciate them for that. So like growing up with them wasn't as bad as I think it was. Like now I'm able to tell this kind of stories and look back at it and laugh, and like be able to tell y'all, and like shoot, when I have kids eventually, and like to be able to like tell that story and like know how crazy it was and like how hilarious it was, to see us now and see like how much we grew and progressed. Because I'm not gonna lie, like we didn't have a father figure, so like we was our father figure to each other, like teaching us certain things that my mom couldn't teach us. So you know, it's like it was cool growing up with them, I'm not gonna lie. And having older siblings and growing up with them was memorable. And I always appreciate what they've taught me, because everything they have taught me I was able to apply it to my everyday life. So if you do have any siblings, and I know they can be annoying as heck, but make sure you cherish them while they're here. Give them their flowers, because like, you know, you never know like what could happen. Especially like how life is now. Like life is too crazy. So I just like make sure you just appreciate them like while they're here. Being able to share this kind of like story with y'all, like, and I'm going down memory lane with y'all. I'm really like I really enjoyed it. Like it built character in me. Like I couldn't have asked for a better group of brothers, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. And shout out to all the single moms out there. It's hard. It's your boy D. It's been real. Peace.